Aidan, can you tell us about the cutter? How was it today? Where is it at in its development, and how comfortable do you feel with it?
I feel pretty comfortable. I mean, I shook to it a couple different times throughout the night, and even though I've thrown it quite dominantly the last two outings, I haven't really done that. So to have the confidence in it to be able to shake to it and execute it has been pretty cool. Still a little bit of a learning curve. It's not quite as consistent as I want to be, but obviously it's good enough to throw in the game, and it's got me some outs, and we're gonna keep rolling with it.
Obviously turned into a starter, but you've thrown bullpen stuff. This bullpen you guys have now, how much? I mean, season's still very young, but how much different is this bullpen now as compared to earlier in the year? It seems like it's night and day difference.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not necessarily like, I mean, there really only changes to the bullpens. We got Robbie Porco came back, he's
Yeah.
healthy. Um, Max is back. Hayden Cooper got moved to the pen. So did Carson Estridge. Obviously, those guys were stars for the beginning of the year, and they're great arms. And and more than half of the Big 12, those guys are starters. So to have those guys in your bullpen, it's incredible. And obviously, Gavin's thrown really well, and he's built some confidence, and it's kind of been our go-to guy out of the pen. And I said Max is just coming back, and he struggled a little bit tonight, but you saw what type of pitcher he is. And when the moment gets big and it comes down to throwing a strike, he's got it. You know what I mean? And that's the guys that you want in your pen. And we don't just have 2, 3, 4 of them. We have 15 of them. We doesn't matter who we roll out of the pen. We know we're going to get guys that are going to throw strikes and compete their balls off. So
A lot of those guys you named, Hageman, Estridge, Porco, Van Kempen, they've all started games
Yep.
too. So can you kind of talk about the transition back and forth? Because I mean, you've done it. I mean, so that they're doing it now.
yeah, no, it's never easy. No, it's always easier when you know what your role is, and
Yeah.
know when you're gonna pitch, and know what day or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So this week for Hags to go from starting last week to move back to the pen and then come in and do what he just did is unbelievable. And you said Gavin, Carson, Cooper, all those guys, they've all done it. They've all started. They've all been in the bullpen, and yeah, there is a little bit of a change, but at the end of the day, it's just about competing with your best stuff. And as a pitcher, if you compete with your best stuff and you make pitches when you need to, you're going to win, more times than not. So.
The last 8 outs were all strikeouts. What was that like watching it from the dugout?
It was especially after the homer that Sky hit.
Yeah.
Like that's just it's being a starter and then pitching the way I did tonight and then coming out and the guys in the bullpen they come out right after me and just boom boom boom.
Yeah.
They're just doing their thing like, and then said we get an inning, we start building an inning. Chum leads off with a double. Uh, Kyle West hits the line drive single up the middle, and you start getting some things going, you get some excitement, and all those things they feed off each other, and you could feel that from the strikeout Gavin had, and I think it was the bottom of the seventh, I think it was, or
Yep.
top of the seventh, I mean, and then it rolled right into the double and the single and the inning going, and Sky hits the homer, and you just feed off it. That's what good teams do. When you have things going well, and the one good moment happens, you build off of it. We have this little saying. We just try to do a lot of cool things. You do a lot of cool things, you win baseball games. So.
Coach Mazey mentioned your competitive nature, and we talked about this a little bit in Charlotte, that you didn't, try to feed off that too much, not getting caught up in the moment. But it seems like a couple times tonight when you missed a pitch or whatever, that was when you were at your best, the next batter or two.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just like when you have to execute and you don't, whether it's in the middle of an at bat, it's a ball four, whatever it might be. It's like a reset for you. I said a super competitive guy, and I want to win every single pitch. I don't want to throw a ball. I don't want to give the hitter an advantage in the up bat. So when I don't execute, it's like I got to execute this one, and probably the next one too, because now I just put myself in a hole. And tonight, I didn't have my best stuff, and I didn't start ahead of a lot of guys. So when you do that, you have to make a lot of good pitches. So it's all just about executing and being competitive. And a lot of times, your intensity and how you compose yourself on the mound actually makes your pitches play a lot better.
Which got you more excited, Gavin's strikeout or Skyler's home run?
That one's a tough one. I want to say Skyler's homer because obviously I put us up, but I'm a pitcher, so I gotta roll. I gotta roll with my boy Gav, and that's a huge moment coming in. 2 outs with bases loaded, and a chance where if he doesn't get that strikeout and the ball gets put in play, gets kicked around, whatever, very easily that baseball game becomes out of touch, and now it's instead of 2-1 going in, into the bottom of the 7th with momentum. Now it's 4-1, and we're trying to dig ourselves out of a hole. So that moment there, like, as much as Skylar's moment's awesome, and I loved every second of it, and I'm so proud of him, Gavin's moment's the moment that created that opportunity and created the momentum to get there.
Coach was saying a few minutes ago that he knew you were mad when he came and got you in the 7th. Can you ever win that argument?
No.
No?
I've tried. I think every time I've been taken out of a game, and I hate to say it, but I'll see Coach Mazey hit the graveyard before I win that battle. I'm okay with that. I mean, sometimes I get in the moment and I get too competitive, and no, it's just the competitive nature in me. But no, he came and got me when I needed to, and it worked out. So we're good.
Have you tried anything?
There's not much you can try
Right.
with him. No,
It's a short amount of time.
It is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's hard to, when you're so locked in the game, it's hard to come up with something quick. When he's walking out there, granted, he doesn't walk super fast. You get a little bit more time,
Right.
but it's still when you're that locked in, all you're worried about is getting out. It's hard to come up with something. But so it's, never gonna win that battle as much as I'd love to. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want you to give away any state secrets here, but I saw you a couple times go, point up or point down. Is that how you shake off the pitch call with the new pitch calling system, or just describe that for us?
Yeah, no. So like we've watched some guys. We played some teams last year that did it. This is obviously our first year, so we're still trying to figure things out and get comfortable with it. And at this point in the season, where everyone's pretty comfortable and getting things ironed out and figured out. But no, it's really the only way to hey, I don't want to throw this. I'm going to something else. Let me point up, or give you 2 down, whatever it might be. So that's kind of the way we do it. We've played around with it. Guys that throw 4 pitches, they have some different things that they do. Like there's some things that I do differently than some of the guys that only have 3 pitches, or and vice versa. So that's just what we found works, and we're gonna roll with it. So.